Oh my God, what you see in front of you right now is a miraculous automated chicken feeder. It can automatically feed and water your chickens, ducks, and geese. With this bad boy, when you're not home, you no longer have to worry about your birds going hungry. Creating this is super easy. All you need are a couple of water buckets and paint buckets. Watch this video, and you'll be able to make one in under 5 minutes. Firstly, he marks a square on the paint bucket. Once marked, he uses a grinder to cut out a square hole of that size. He then grabs a piece of sandpaper and smoothens the edges of the hole. Next, in the center of the water bucket lid, he cuts out a hole about 1 centimeter in diameter. After getting the lid back on the water bucket, flip the water bucket onto the paint bucket. The height of this water bucket mouth, used for watering, only needs to exceed the bottom of the paint bucket's square hole by about 1 centimeter. But for the feeding bucket, this height obviously won't do. At this point, we need to extend the mouth of the water bucket. First, he heats one end of a water pipe with a hot air gun. Once the pipe softens, he pushes it into one water bucket mouth. He heats the other end of the pipe. Once it softens to just the right degree, you can slip it onto the mouth of the full-sized water bucket. Flip it back over again, and it's at the perfect distance of 1 centimeter from the bottom of the bucket. Just like that, the chicken feeder is good to go. Fill one bucket with poultry feed. 20 pounds will last your chickens and ducks for several days. After filling, flip it back onto the paint bucket, take off the lid, and the feed will dispense as needed. Next, fill the other bucket with clean water. Once filled, cap it with the lid that has a hole made in it, and likewise, flip it onto the paint bucket. At this point, when the water level reaches the same level as the bucket mouth, it stops flowing. He tests it by drawing out some water using a syringe and finds that only when water is drawn out does the bucket automatically replenish its supply. The same goes for the other side. Pretty simple, right? Not only does this chicken feeder invention cut down on labor costs, it saves you the worry about your chickens and ducks going hungry while you're away. What's the score you would give to this man's creativity?